What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Shermaine, aka Terry McGinnis, coming at you with a discussion video for Batman Arkham Knight, the trailer. Now, this is going to be the last installment to the Arkham series for Rocksteady. We don't know if WB Montreal is still going to make games for Batman or not, but this is their final game, going out with a bang. I'm really excited because I've enjoyed every single game from Rocksteady. I'm a huge Batman fan, whether that be comic books to movies to animated series and video games as well. So I'm super psyched, and I just kind of want to give my thoughts as I watch the trailer, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily an analysis breakdown kind of deal, because that takes a lot of time and I don't really want to go through that, because then I'd have to go and find all the little things that transfer over from game to game, and I don't really feel like doing that. So I'm just going to watch the trailer really and just kind of give you know, what I'm getting off of it. You know, we have Scarecrow obviously talking as the bridge is kind of being, I guess, shut off, and you know, he's giving the warning, y'all get out of here. Yeah, at least he's giving him a warning before he fills the city with fear gas. But I honestly believe that Scarecrow is going to have a major role in this game. For the past few games, at least in City, you're hearing so much about, especially with like the hidden, I guess, lab in the boat, about my revenge against you, my revenge against you, my revenge against you, blah 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 blah. And I honestly feel like he is going to play a very major role in this game, a lot more so than Harley, Two-Face, and Penguin. That's kind of what I'm getting off of. I would love so much if they could have a boss fight between Batman and maybe a Robin or Nightwing, with one of them poisoned with fear gas, and then obviously hallucinating, thinking Batman is, I don't know, somebody else, the Joker, Bane, any sort of villain. I would love that. I think that would be so kick-ass, and he would just knock him out and then, you know, do whatever he's got to do to cure them. I think that would be awesome. That's just kind of me right there. One thing you kind of notice is the characters look a little bit different. Harley looks a little bit different. She still looks good. Two-Face kind of looks the same, but Penguin looks a little bit, he looks real like mobster kind of deal, and we see him shipping out all kinds of assault rifles to, you know, the thugs and Two-Face himself. So obviously, even in the description, these guys are kind of a united front, I guess, trying to kill Batman. What else is new, right? But I think it's gonna be good because in City, everyone was kind of doing their own thing. Obviously, they were trying to control Arkham City, but now they're all coming together as one force to kill Batman. I think that's gonna be good. I think I had an idea that if Penguin is supplying the arms, would it be cool if you could actually go, like, sort of like a side mission, and prevent, or just somehow destroy the weapons that he has with him, that he has in his ship or any storage facilities, blow up the weapons, and then now all of the enemies cannot use firearms. I thought that'd be cool, something like that, and have each character provide their own little thing. But I'm not sure how that would work. Obviously, we have Two-Face with, Penguin with the weapons. But you know, what would Harley provide? You know, some gag like gadget or, you know, contraption, but I don't think most people would use that. Same thing with Two-Face. But I think something like that. I want really unique and specific side missions that deal with each of the villains, but still have it connected in the story. You know what I mean? And that way it won't be really linear. You can kind of do whatever you really want to, which none of the Batman games have really been super linear. You've always been able to do side missions and whatnot, and I expect to see those in this game as well. Obviously, we have the Batmobile. You can drive that. I'm guessing the roads have to be pretty wide open, and because of Scarecrow's threats, I'm assuming there's not going to be any traffic. I think it'd be kind of dumb. I think there'll be some cars just parked on the side where people have like abandoned them and whatnot. But you should be able to have a decent sized street, maybe a little bit wider than GTA kind of streets, just because the Batmobile itself is pretty large. So that'll be fun, and I'm expecting to have chase sequences and stuff like that, and using specific gadgets on the Batmobile to capture an enemy, capture cargo, yada yada yada, stuff like that. It's not too much, but you know, some people really wanted it, and it just adds a little dynamic to the game that you know, you can use the Batmobile. People want to use Batmobile. That's awesome. You know what I mean? New gadgets. I'm hoping for new gadgets. Nothing Obviously nothing too overpowered. You don't want to make the game too damn easy, but just something that's a little bit different. I'm not sure that's what developers do, so that's going to be their job. So another thing is Batman has a new suit. It looks more like the suit from Injustice. And I heard somebody say that it's kind of like Christopher Nolan type Batman suit, which kind of, yeah, I agree. I think it would be cool if you had different types of suits, depending on the kind of, see, I don't want to say weapons because the fact that you can still upgrade your suit, but it's like if you have a suit specifically designed for protection against bullets, and it's like you have to go and swap it out every so often, like, and it's kind of just, I don't know. I kind of like I want a suit that you can play as that's not like a DLC type suit, like something from the animated series or Batman Beyond suit. You know what I mean? Just something that you have to wear given the situation that you're in. That's something that I would like to see. Now, I'm really intrigued by who the Knight is, because the Knight is actually not in reference to Batman. It's actually a whole new villain, which I'm not sure if it's going to be someone from the comic books. I don't think so. I think it's going to be an entirely new villain that no one's ever seen before. And I really feel like everyone is his pawns. There's some people saying that this Knight could possibly be the person that Israel foretold about in City, about the prophecy that Gotham City will burn, and so will Batman will burn as well. So that's a very strong possibility. I've never read the comic, so I don't know who he is referring to, but I think that it's a pretty good guess. I think that 75% of the people, or I think it's 75% a correct assumption to go ahead and say that the Knight is who Azrael is referring to. But I really feel like he's kind of the master behind the scenes. Like, let's say, I think Scarecrow is going to be to the Knight as Hugo Strange was to Ra's al Ghul. That's what I'm thinking. That's the kind of vibe that I'm getting off of the Knight and Scarecrow. I really think that Harley, Two-Face, and Penguin are just pawns, really. And that the greater plan, the greater, grand scheme of things is happening behind the scenes, and Scarecrow is just kind of uniting with these small, quote-unquote, smaller villains to achieve this grand scheme, this grand plan that him and the Knight have. That's what I'm getting from it. We don't know if Bane might be in it. I mean, he was locked behind a door or like some bars in City, so we have no idea. He might be in the game. He might not be. If he is, I'd be interested to see if he has a new design. Maybe it looks a little bit different just because a couple of the villains do. I'm not sure if I mentioned this already, but if you pre-order, you get to play as Harley Quinn and 4 challenge maps. And I like challenge maps, but I don't know, for me at least, I would kind of like to play her in the story, but I guess that's what DLC is for and whatnot. That's just me. I'm wondering if we're going to have any cameo appearances, I guess I should say, from any of the Robins beforehand. Dick, Tom and Harry, right? Dick, Tim, and I highly doubt we'll see Jason. That would be pretty badass if he just like rolled through like in a scene or something. I think that would be pretty cool. Oracle's going to be in the game, and the Batcave is going to be a lot bigger. You can basically you can run around and do stuff in there. And Gotham City itself is supposed to be 5 times larger. From there was an interview with Rocksteady, and they said Gotham City is going to be 5 times bigger than Arkham City. Now, for me, like, Arkham City was a pretty decent size, especially if you take into consideration all that's underground, and that's a pretty significant map. I think that's pretty big. And I mean, it's not too hard to traverse because I mean, you obviously have all these gargoyles and rooftops and water towers that you could easily grapple boost off of, and it's not that hard to get across. But with a map being 5 times as big as that, that's huge. That's huge. I'm honestly expecting, I don't think it's going to be this long because I think that'd be a little too long, a GTA length of a game, like maybe cut it in half. For me at least, Grand Theft Auto 4 took 60 hours for me to beat, and I love to take my time with video games, and I think it's going to take a while. If it's really under 15 hours, I'm going to be pretty disappointed. I really want this game to take a decent amount of time. When you have a map that's 5 times as big as Arkham City, you're gonna need activities to do, and I'm pretty sure there's gonna be oh yes, Riddler is in the game as well. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be Riddler shit, and that's gonna, you know, occupy your attention for however so long and whatnot. But I want tons of side quests. I want stuff to do with the police because I really think they're on their last leg, and I feel like if you can help them, then they'll be of some assistance to you in clearing out enemies, maybe from like just swooping down on a helicopter and, you know, shooting them with non-lethal bullets or, you know, whatever. With a map that big, you're gonna need it. You're gonna need stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want a main quest and then 6 side quests like it was, or missions, however you want to call it. And like in City, like it worked in City, but I really think that's not gonna work in Arkham Knight with a map being that big. So other than that, you guys, I think that's about it for me. I think I'm pretty much done, and I'm really psyched for this game. It's going to be next gen only, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. So no cross gen platforming. I'm really psyched about that because that means we're going to get a damn good game, and I love pretty much everything Batman. So I'm really excited. Let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think in terms of what I had to say? Anything you've seen that you wanted to point out from the trailer? Are you excited for the game? Definitely let me know in the comment section below. I'm Charmaine, and I'll be seeing you soon.